Hey there everybody, it's Matt with Max Video, and today we're going to be doing a multiple anime review because I'm just getting to get all of them out of the way at once. This is going to be on all of the Fate series. Well, I say all of the good ones. It's going to include Fate Stay Night, Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works, and Fate Zero. And as you can tell from the way I just addressed them, these are really good. Really well made, really well animated, really well voiced. Everything's really good. I just finished Unlimited Blade Works today, and so here we go. All right, the concept behind these three shows is, uh, let's see, I think it's 7 masters. Let me make sure that's right. Lancer. Yeah, 7. And they're fighting over the Holy Grail. Now, this war comes up once every generation or so, and what happens is the Holy Grail makes it to where the masters can summon heroic spirits, either from the past, present, or future. And these heroic spirits can be either people that actually existed or, heroic tales. There's different classes of heroes, and they're called servants. You have Saber, who is a swordsman, Archer, bowman, Lancer, who wields a spear, Caster, who's a magician, Assassin, who is, well, an assassin, Rider, who is, that's the most convoluted one out of them. They make sense in Fate Zero, but not so much in Fate Stay Night. But who am I? Let's see, what's it? Saber, Archer, Caster, Assassin, Rider. I guess that's all of them. I guess it's 6. That's a. Make sure that's right. Give it just a hot second. I'm just kidding. We'll go with it. If I'm forgetting one, I'm sure I'll get a comment. Um. Oh, Berserker. That's the one I'm forgetting. Ah, got it. Yeah. So, Saber, Archer, Rider, Caster, Assassin, Berserker. I forget another one again, but anyway, we got them all now. We got them all. But anyway, so what the point is in the Holy Grail War, uh, the 7 masters and servants fight each other, and the last master and servant standing gets the Holy Grail, which can grant any wish at all, and each of them get their own wish. It could be anything from unlimited wealth to ruling the world to saving a life. It's like a very limited Dragon Ball, like Shenron condensed into a cup. But anyway, um, so it's kind of like Hunger Games animated, and the fact that you must kill everybody to get to live. And the ways to kill them is to either kill the master and the servant will then disappear, or kill the servant and the master. Um, and each servant has what's called the Noble Phantasm, which is their special attack. It can be, something that's very point blank, just you, or something that can take out an entire city if it wants to. Depends on the servant, on their lore, on what they did when they were alive or in their story. But and you don't get to learn who the servants are, or their real names, until different parts of the story. So I'm not going to give them to you because you need to watch this show, and I don't want to give it away because they are important to know who their names are at the particular times in which you learn them. Anywho, the way that they correlate together is Fate Stay Night and Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works takes place after Fate Zero, even though the way they came out was Fate Stay Night, Fate Zero, Fate Stay Night, Unlimited Blade Works. And the two Fate Stay Night and Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works is the same story technically, but told in different ways. And they have different. It's kind of like they took the idea from Fate Stay Night and said, okay, this was received well. Let's see how we can improve upon it. And they did it fantastically. It's a rare case in which they took a good concept and made it better. It's really good. But, where am I going with this? Oh, I'll give you the main characters that you follow. In Fate Stay Night in Fate Stay Night, you mainly follow Shiro and Saber, his servant. And that's essentially who you're following through this. One of the differences between Stay Night and Unlimited Blade Works is in Unlimited Blade Works, you follow Shiro, Saber, and Tosaka and Archer, her servant. And it makes it a lot better. You get a more in-depth feel of what's going on in the story. And it just, by far, Unlimited Blade Works is better than the original Stay Night. Not saying that Stay Night's bad at all. I watched everything in correlation to how you should. I watched Zero, Stay Night, Unlimited Blade Works. So I didn't watch them in the way they came out originally, but I watched them in chronological order. Kind of like if you were to start with episode 1 of Star Wars, it's best to start with 4, because that's how it came out. But if you want to go chronologically, this is the best way. Anywho, and it also helped at the end of Fate Zero because things weren't spoiled that could be spoiled if you saw Stay Night first. Anyway, I'm ranting, but in Fate Zero, you follow can't remember his name. We'll call him Emiya. That's his last name. And he is an assassin by trade, and he is Saber's master in Fate Zero. And you're following him and his wife, Lady Einsberg, and their daughter, Elia, who shows up in Stay Night. Just a little tidbit. And you never really get a hold of Emiya's personality in Zero. At least I didn't. I'm sure others have. I'm sure others are like, what do you mean? It's easy to catch it. Yeah, I'm different. But all of them, especially Zero and Unlimited Blade Works, beautifully animated. Like, it's makes your brain hurt how lovely it is. Like, they must have had the funding of God to be able to pull this off. The music perfectly matches it. The character development, flawless. The people they got to do the voice acting in the dub, because I watched it dubbed, because I'm doing a lot at once. It's hard to follow subtitles and watch at the same time. I want to be able to do other things. I'm not saying that sub is bad or that one or the other is better. I'm just sporadic and I need to be able to do other things while I'm sitting down and watching these for a long period of time, because I binge watch. So, fantastic choices there, and the work they did to dub it is great. The lip movements and syncing up the words with their lip movements is done very well. But anyway, everything about the show is great. Is it my favorite anime of all time? No. And the reason that is it's a good story, but they essentially did it 3 times in a row, which I understand with Stay Night and Unlimited Blade Works. It's the same story, but overall, it's the same story done twice, and nothing wrong with that. Just isn't, what I was looking for, really. Great anime. It would be in my top 10, no doubt. but by far not my favorite. Still a 10 out of 10 though. I highly recommend y'all go watch these. I know Zero and Unlimited Blade Works is on Netflix. I don't think the original Stay Night is, but I believe it's on Hulu or Crunchyroll. I'm sure it's on Crunchyroll. Everything's on Crunchyroll. I'm sure it's on Hulu. Everything seems to be on Hulu. I really need to get one of those subscriptions. Anyway, that's all for this review. There is another um, anime in this series of Fate. It's Fate Khalid. We'll get to that one day. I'm putting it off because it's just a big moe nightmare, and that's why I didn't include it or watch it to include into this, because it's a completely different style than these. Anyway, um, next up reviewing, I am on the last book of Rosario Vampire. So I'll be doing that. I'm almost done with Spice and Wolf light novel series. I know I already did a double header on Spice and Wolf, but once I get done with the entire series, it's 17 books long, which is not gonna be until April, because that's when the last book is translated in English, and I don't know Japanese, so it's gonna have to wait that long. But anyway, we'll get to that. I'll be doing Sword Art Online. I'll be doing The Seven Wonders, the book by Peter Langasis. I don't know. I'll be doing Magnus Chase by Rick Riordan, and I'll be continuing The Shadow Hunters comes on tonight, and once X-Files is fully done, I'm going to review that as a whole. So that's just some stuff to stay tuned with, and that's all I have for today. See y'all later.